Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Welcome to your reading where Spirit spills the tea on something in your life that's going on. So we're going to see what that is. This one. Okay. So while I'm getting the cards out, if you could please help me with the YouTube algorithm and go ahead and hit that thumbs up before we both forget about it. It makes a big difference. I don't understand why, but it does. So that would be awesome of you to help me out with that. Let's see what we're talking about here. Ooh, we have love, and we have love in September. So in time for your birthday, some serious kind of love coming in. You know, in September, we have an eclipse happening. On the 17th of September, it happens, it's a full moon in Pisces, but you're totally going to be feeling it. You're going to be feeling it there. So we had an eclipse last week, and that was on Monday. So actually this week, when you're watching this, we had it on Monday. And that was a new moon eclipse, solar eclipse. It was total in Aries, and with Mercury in retrograde and Mercury being your ruling sign, that was probably well, nobody was going to miss out on this, but that added a whole other dimension to this. So look, you have on target, goal-oriented person, an opportunity or a windfall, and inkpot, problems to be resolved. Problems to be resolved, but you have an opportunity or windfall and a goal-oriented person. It just sounds like you are right on track with being Virgo there. So let's see what we get for the 9-card spread with that. But wow. Okay, so opportunity or windfall, goal-oriented person. All right, so love. Love a lot of times can be romantic, of course, but sometimes, let's see what the cards have to say, but sometimes it's about doing something we love. Being really excited about something new that we're doing, that we really want to do, that we love. Sometimes it is about our family. So we have this energy already coming through here of the 6 of Cups, which tells me that this is some kind of soulmate thing, but it could totally be an opportunity to do something that calls to your soul. Well, we have 4 of Wands also, so definitely has to do with the family. I don't like your overall energy. That one sucks. Okay. All right. Overall energy, we have the card of regret, 5 of Cups. We also have on here, where did I see it? In the area of resources, the 4 of Cups. Problems to resolve, opportunity, or windfall. It becomes very important that you keep in mind that this, you know, you have a regret about something, but within the area of resources, you have an opportunity coming in, but if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss it. So Spirit is trying to give you something here, and you need to wake up and see it. Okay, she's sleeping, and Spirit's like sending in this cup for you. And, oh, really? I don't want to use that word. Can I have another one? All right. I don't like that word. Okay, so when Virgo energy, I have a lot of Virgo placements. When Virgo feels, because Pisces is across the zodiac from you, that you guys balance each other's energy out. And sometimes that energy of Pisces, especially because there's going to be a full moon eclipse in September in your sign, but even so, right now we've got Saturn and we've got Mars and Neptune all in Pisces, and they're opposing your sign. So between now and September, there's a lot of energy that is trying to pull you into the undertow of your emotions. They actually use the word wallowing. I don't like that word at all. I don't think that is a thing that most people do. But sometimes when we get into the depression of it, it is kind of an accurate word, particularly because here in the heart space, we have the Devil card here, and there's like all that ice cream and everything. And so sometimes we can get listless. It could be seasonal depression. It could be an actual depression that needs to have professional intervention. If it's seasonal, a lot of times just getting up and getting outside and going for a walk helps. But that isn't always the case, and sometimes it's more serious than that. So that is something to pay attention to. But your key to their situation here is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, look, they're having a tea party, and we're splitting the tea here. The Six of Cups says that there's soulmates around you. There's a recognition of that. Really? There's a need to really lean into members of your family right now to help remind you of who you are and where you are in life. Here we have what's draining your energy. We have the Magician. This is that sense of listlessness, that sense of I can't right now, right? And it's being challenged by a sense of justice, almost as though something that, oh God, you know how it is. You do everything right, right? Virgo, there is nothing more important than you than, okay, so this needed to be done, and then this needed to be done, and then this needed to be done, and then this needed to be done, and I did this, and this, and yet the whole thing still went to crap. How is that possible? And it's a frustration at first, but then it's almost like this energy of, well, I don't understand. If I do all this stuff, why isn't it working? And that's when that Pisces energy starts to slip in, and Pisces can get very emotionally pulled under. And so Pisces always counts on leaning across into your sign to regain their emotional balance. And the same with you is that sometimes you need a little bit of softening from the water across the zodiac from you, but sometimes it can be too much water. And so we have here what can fire you up, what can excite you, how can you let yourself be lit up from inside? Because here we have the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands is a protective energy to not get burned when you are exploring things. So there's somebody who knows something that can help you, but it's inspiring. And so there's a need to feel inspired, because here we have the Queen of Wands, and here we have the Knight of Wands, and how do you transform the situation? And the Knight of Wands is focused intention. She's doing candle magic, which is when you focus your intention as you light a candle, and then you snuff it out, and you turn it over to the universe. But you're focusing your intention on something. And then you have to focus your attention in the day-to-day in order to help bring this in, right? And so this Devil card here says to me that you could easily get sidetracked. But here's the good news. What is the action to take? We have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands, this is an autumn festival going on, which is definitely like September time, right? I think that if you will, Chariot here, we have the Chariot here. Again, we'll have a lot of family energy. If you will pull in the same direction as your desires, either working with others, because we have this soulmate energy here, but even intention, taking action towards your intention. That's what the Chariot is always about. Usually you have the two horses or the two sphinx or whatever. One's black, one's white. And the black one is your subconscious. It's the desire. It's the thing that's driving you from within. But the white one is the action that you're taking, the conscious action toward that desire. And when you have them in alignment and they are pulling together, that is when you reach success. There's a success that comes from that, right? A goal-oriented person. That Chariot, like pulling in the direction of where it is that you want to go. This Love card seems to me that your family is on board with supporting you in whatever it is that you want to do, and whatever it is that you want to create, and it helps move you toward the September energy. So there is this problem. Sure, there's a problem to be resolved here. The Magician and this Queen of Wands here kind of says, I'm not sure what the answer is, but the answer, I think, is working together with your family and bringing things back into balance, this Justice card, in order to see the opportunity, but not only see the opportunity, but to seize the opportunity, to grab it like reins and drive toward it, right? So you are a goal-oriented person. And whatever it is that has shaken your confidence is what it feels like, has made you feel like really overwhelmed. There is a need here to be open to receiving the help that you need to get you back. You don't have to do everything. You have the family-oriented card here of the Wands, Four of Wands, and they're all working together to create the celebration. In the Chariot here, we have a family moving together, and in the Key to the Situation, again, we have the family working together. And so where it is that you feel like you've been carrying the burden, the weight, the whatever, there are people really close to you. Now, they may just be a soul family. It may not be your actual physical family, but it's people who are your soul family, people who are in your life for a reason. And so this Magician energy that's draining that is when you feel like you have to put the energy out. You have to do the work. You have to create. But they're saying the answer here is to receive, to be open to receiving the opportunity, open to receiving the help, open to receiving what it is you need in order to move yourself in the direction that you want to go. But it is not a singular adventure. It is a collaborative adventure. It is something that you're doing in collaboration with others. And I feel like I used the same word twice. But Mercury being in retrograde right now, even as I'm recording this, Mercury does not station direct until the 25th of April. It's still moving really slow and messed up and chaotic until, we call that in the storm, until the 5th of May. So Cinco de Mayo there. Does not clear its shadow until the 14th of May. At that point in time, you may see things start to come back and you'll be able to, but in this foggy time here, this is a great time to reach out to others. You have unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action and allow these things to come to fruition. There is an opportunity that is being offered to you. You have positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doors to positive experience and opportunities with your positive expectations. And so I do feel like that somehow you have been drowning in the Pisces water with good reason. This is not a judgment on you. This is just a recognition of what the situation is likely according to these cards, okay? And it can be really hard. I have 3 planets in Virgo, and I have Chiron and my moon over there in Pisces. And it is easy for me to get swamped by the emotional energy. And with Mars in Virgo, sometimes it's hard for me to take the action. So I am not judging at all. I'm just recognizing, and I would like you to understand that you are not the only person who has this experience, right? It's not your experience is unique to you, but having an experience like this is not that unique, right? And then we all go through this ebb and this flow of time. And this eclipse season that we're in with Mercury in retrograde, it's about clearing things out to create space for something to go in. But there's also a lot of, because that eclipse was also conjunct with Chiron, who is trying to heal the inner child. And so there's a lot of things at play here around family energy to begin with. And then you have all this family energy here. So your optimism is what matters, right? Your attitude is going to determine your altitude. And that sounds really nice, but really hard sometimes, right? So you are an earth sign. Get your hands in some dirt. Go out there and dig around, clean up the beds, either for the fall or the winter, depending on which hemisphere you're in. Do what you need to do, right? Go for a walk. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. But don't progress That one step is still progress. You don't have to be running right now. With Mercury in retrograde, you're not going to run. With Mercury in retrograde, you're being open to receiving the healing, but there is a necessity for you to see what needs to be done and to not let yourself doubt, which I kind of think is most likely your devil energy, right? The devil is the challenge. The devil is the thing we have to overcome energy. The devil is is where we slip into sometimes because it's just easier. And so there's an unshackling that has to happen, an overcoming energy. But the devil, and you have the key. You can slide right out. It's just a matter of recognizing you're not actually stuck. And so you have ask for your needs to be met. No unemployed angelic beings, please. Right? And so maybe you don't know who an angel to ask. You don't have to. You can say, God help me, angels help me, spirit help me, universe help me. I'm open to receiving the help and the guidance I need to help me manage the situation. Because there's unlimited ideas. They just might be a little slow in coming right now because of the Mercury in retrograde. But Neptune in Pisces is over there. That's unlimited ideas coming through the heart space. So lean into your family and friends. Ask your angels to help you. They can't help you unless you ask, because you have free will. You have to invite them in. Occasionally they can step in an emergency situation, but mostly they can't. And so ask for what you need. Be open to receiving it. Your optimism, your belief that everything's going to turn out all right in the end. What is that? If everything's not all right, it's not the end. Whatever that is from, I don't know, Eat, Pray, Love or something. Or maybe it's from something more important than that. I don't know. But anyways, it's not the end until everything is worked its way out. And so, look, you have Malachite. I recognize repetitive patterns. Choose love, compassion, and kindness. This love, compassion, and kindness, Virgo, is for you, right? It's for you. You got to let yourself off the hook because something didn't work out right, or you didn't do what you think you should have done, or whatever, right? That is the hardest thing. Virgo likes to be of service to others, and it's really important that you balance that energy by being open to receiving from others. My Virgo placements make it very hard for me to be wrong. That plus my childhood. Right? It was really, really not okay to step out of line because my dad had some serious Virgo placements and things had to be done a certain way. So I really encourage you to let yourself off the hook, right? Create healthy patterns in relationships. And that relationships is with your family, but I think it's also with you. Connect with the sweetness of life. Maintain heart-centered awareness and get to the heart of the matter. And you have clear quartz. And clear quartz says, I am a clear channel of love, light, well-being. All of my heart's desires are realized now. Now my heart's desires are coming to me. Not that I'm hoping that they're here. They're realized now. When you say that, you are declaring them in the now moment. And that totally shifts the fabric of the universe in your direction. Every time. When you're doing a mantra, you don't say anything negative. There's no negative words involved, ever. Nope, not, I am debt free. No, I am abundance in all of the best and the highest ways, right? It is not, it's always in the positive. Every word is in positive words, right? Your positivity matters. So your words need to be positive. And they need to be in the present, the now moment. Because if it's something that's coming, then it's always coming. So you want it to be in the now moment and you want it to be positive. Multiply goodness and well-being, amplify loving kindness, increase clarity, peace, and understanding, improve clarity of mind and emotions. Get yourself a piece of clear quartz. This right here, this is going to help you clear patterns when that eclipse happens in September. So that's something to keep in mind. And between now and then, getting yourself some clear quartz and using that, holding that in your left hand because you want to be open to receiving in your left hand and stating whatever it is that you desire as though it is happening now. I have a fulfilling life filled with love and a career I enjoy. Whatever it is that is going on, figure out what it is that you want. And right here, this intention, this candle magic, right? Hold the clear quartz, light the candle, focus on the candle, say the mantra 3 times. I know what that sounds like, but again, I'm talking to a Virgo, and I know about Virgos doing ritual, doing things the same way. You understand the value of that, right? Aries, not so much. You guys get it. You guys get that it is being consistent and routine, and that's how you create the magic. So light the candle, say what you want 3 times, holding that clear quartz right there in your hand, and then snuff the candle out. You can put a saucer over the top of the dish or whatever if you don't have an actual snuffer, and then let this smoke out and let it take your desires into the universe to make them created now. Lean into your family and your friends. They're there for a reason. All right? You don't have to be the go-to. And I know because you are the go-to for so many people, they don't recognize that sometimes you just need a break and they need to step up. All right? So you guys take good care of yourselves, right? Self-love, self-care, self-esteem. Those are things you should be working on always. And be open to receiving. I know you're very goal-oriented. Right now, I think the goal here is to actually let other people participate in the balancing of the scales, this justice card, right? This is the challenge, is creating the balance. Chariot is about balance. If you're always giving and not open to receiving, that puts you out of balance, but it also puts the people around you out of balance, right? They need to know how to give. Otherwise, they're out of balance. So one of the kindest things when you're someone who gives all the time is to allow others to give to you. And sometimes that is just simply remembering to just simply say, whether it is a compliment or a gift or someone offering to help, to say thank you. Thank you. It's really hard for a Virgo to let someone else do for them, but it's important, not only for you, but for the person who is trying to give to you. So give them the gift of receiving. All right? You guys take really good care. I'm on Facebook every day. I do intuitive astrology over there. And again, if you are a member of my Facebook group and you comment here, then you're in the drawing for a free reading. And I would love to give that to you and allow you to receive that. All right? You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon.